What's up, Nerds Geeks? My name is OMGWTFLOLFTWBRB, and welcome to Suprocker Saturday. We have not done one of these in quite a long time, but if you are unfamiliar with what Suprocker Saturday really is, well, it's really one of the days of the week that I choose any game that I want to play with really no storyline behind it or anything like that, such as the ongoing series that we've had for quite a long time now, the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 arcade playthroughs. Last time we did one of these, we played as Spencer Rad from the Bionic Commando series, and since he's from the Capcom side, today we're going to continue on with our going on trend and play as a Marvel character, and this time around it's going to be Phoenix. Now, of course, I like to have a little bit of a design, I guess could be the word, to my team, and this time I'm going to go with like a demonic team here. Jean Grey, or Phoenix, has, you know, the Phoenix Force inside her. Akuma's always been kind of thought of as a demon, and Virgil, well, he is a demon. Our first battle is against Firebrand, Senko, and Morgan, though.
They didn't used to call me Marvel Girl for nothing.
Now, Firebrand don't say much. Before I actually get started with the information in this, I want to express that Phoenix is actually, I believe, one, if not the strongest character in this game. But of course, like Akuma, who's very strong in most of his games, she has such a low health bar that it becomes kind of difficult to play as her. And actually, I do want to talk about something else before I do the information. Watch this. That's so cool. I never actually was. I've never really been too good at this game, so I never really hit it their ultimates like that. But that one was really cool. Too bad it didn't kill her. I had to get her with one little punch. It was so close. And I don't know what this is, so whatever. But didn't really talk about much information here because that was a short fight.
You remind me of Celine. Maybe that's why I didn't take it easy on you.
Well, and oh wait, I can no longer control the Phoenix Force. There's only one thing you can do for me. I forgot I had to read those. But anyway, an obvious interaction between her and Morgan. I will go on more on that next. But Frank West, Super Skrull, and Doctor Strange.
Leave while you still can. Before shooting.
Oh, nice! Hold that pose.
Oh, Frank West, you pervert. So let's actually get to the information part of this. So Phoenix has been known as Marvel Girl, Jean Grey, and Dark Phoenix throughout her comic lifetime, I guess. She's actually one of the founding members of the X-Men and has had a relationship with fellow X-Man Cyclops. And she was a mutant. She was mutant born with telepathic and telekinetic powers. Her first appearance was in the X-Men #1, September 1963, and was created by the awesome, great Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And the next things I'm going to read are actually word by word because I didn't want to get anything wrong. Under the authorship of Chris Claremont and the artwork of first Dave Cockrum and then John Byrne, in late 1970s, Jean Grey underwent a significant transformation from the X-Men's weakest member to its most powerful. In an attempt to save her fellow X-Men by piloting their damaged shuttle back to Earth, Jean was exposed to fatal levels of radiation. Dying but determined to save Scott and her friends, Jean Love pushed her to reach a full potential of psychic and telekinetic. The ship landed in Jamaican Bay with the other X-Men unharmed. Jean then surfaced wearing a new green and gold costume and adopted the codename Phoenix. Having gained immense power, the new identity and immense abilities eventually resulted in Jean becoming overwhelmed and corrupted by her godlike powers after a failed attempt by the villainous group called the Hellfire Club. Let's see what this says real quick. I'm scared. There's a voice inside that's pushing me to kill, to destroy everything. Well, you probably could go to a psychologist for that. Anyway, she transformed into a force total destruction. Oh, of total destruction, excuse me. Now called Dark Phoenix. She consumed a star, inadvertently killing the inhabitants of the star's solar system and jeopardized the entire universe. Eventually, in a regained moment of mental clarity, Jean committed suicide to ensure the universe and her fellow X-Men safety. Now that's actually just one of the Phoenix stories. Trust me, there is plenty. That one was just one that explained that, you know, that was the first one ever. There's been tons of her. Basically, it's a cosmic force, you know, so on and so forth. And I hate Wolverine, as that's well known. Jean Grey is an Omega level mutant, and her highest and strongest potential is transformed into the Phoenix Force. She also has the power of telepathy, and telekinesis. Omega level mutant though means that you're extremely dangerous, like Wolverine. And now we're gonna go on to the media part of her, I guess, lifetime. So her first ever appearance in television, she appears in a flashback of the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends in the episode The Origin of Iceman, and she's also in a cameo at the end of the episode The Education of a Superhero. She's one more time she was in Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, but it wasn't really her. It was a partygoer dressed as her, and she is seen dancing in Spider-Man. She's seen dancing in Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends in the episode Triumph of a Green Goblin. By the way, Virgil is the best character in the game. You'll see why. She was in her first full-time series, not, you know, just a cameo. She was in X-Men, the animated television series, and she was voiced by Catherine Disher. She also was in the first, fourth, and fifth episode of the second season of Spider-Man in the Spider-Man the animated series. I almost said in His Amazing Friends again.
You still need more training.
You're still a pup, Ryu. Let go of your inhibitions and embrace the dark side.
Calm down, Darth Vader. Calm down. Next up, we take on Shredder Hero, Hulk, and Sentinel.
They didn't used to call me Marvel Girl for nothing.
Objective confirmed. You're getting vicious.
And we also get to find out why I really don't like fighting Shredder Hero. Anyway, she was in, I don't know if I said it, but I'll say it again. She was in X-Men Evolution, and she was voiced by Venus Terzo. She was also in Wolverine and the X-Men, and she was voiced by Jennifer Hale. The Superhero Squad show, and she was voiced by Hayden Walk. She appeared in the X-Men anime. I believe she talked, but it didn't give me a voice for her. She was in Iron Man Armored Adventures, and she was voiced by, once again, the same person from X-Men Evolution, Venus Terzo. And the only movie she's ever appeared in will be listed now, and pretty much she was played by Famke Janssen. I don't know if I pronounced that right, and I do apologize. And she portrays Jean Grey or Phoenix in X-Men, X2, X-Men United, and X-Men The Last Stand. Also, in X-Men The Last Stand, a younger version of Jean is also seen, and that is played by Harley Ram. And now we're going to go on to the video game parts. So Jean Grey appears under her first codename Marvel Girl as a playable character in the 1990s X-Men 2, The Fall of Mutants for PC. Jean Grey is a supporting character in X-Men for Sega Genesis, which levitates living characters from falls into fatal pits. Okay. Jean Grey appears in her blue and gold uniform, a playable character in X-Men, Game Master's Legacy for Sega Game Gear. She's one of the game's flying characters and fires powerful Side Blast. Phoenix is a playable character in X-Men Mutant Academy, and she is voiced by Catherine Disher for the Sony PlayStation. And she reappears in the sequel X-Men Mutant Academy 2. In X-Men Next Dimension for PS2, Xbox, and Nintendo GameCube, Jean Grey is voiced by Jeanette Goldston. Okay.
Might controls everything.
Power. I need more power. Anyway, also this is still X-Men Next Dimension, by the way. And Jean Grey and Dark Phoenix Persona appear as playable characters. Next fight, we're against Domaru, Trish, and X-23.
Better leave while I can still keep Dark Phoenix at bay.
I will rule this world.
Oh, Domaru. Anyway, in both X-Men Legends and its sequel, X-Men Legend 2, Rise of Apocalypse, Jean Grey appears as a playable character and is voiced by Lee Allen Baker. Her Phoenix Persona is also playable, and her Dark Phoenix Persona appears exclusively in the game's PSP version. Phoenix takes a small part in the video game X-Men The Official, and she was voiced by Catherine Morgan. Jean Grey appears as a playable character in the Marvel Superhero Squad Online. Her Marvel Girl persona possesses telepathic and telekinetic powers, which are pink in color and has the ability to fly. Her Phoenix design, which is based on a green and gold costume based on Greg Land's Phoenix End song, has powers that include shooting fireballs, firebirds, her fire jets, healing, and has the ability to fly. Jean Grey is briefly mentioned by Amazing Spider-Man in Spider-Man Edge of Time. Phoenix is a playable character in the Facebook game Marvel Avengers Alliance. Her attack consists of Psy Blast, Mind Link, Telekinesis, and Phoenix Fire, which continually obtained by beginning level 2, level 6, and finally level 9. Jean Grey as Phoenix appears as a playable character in a 2012 fighting game, Marvel Avengers Battle for Earth. And she will also be a playable character in the upcoming MMORPG Marvel Heroes. And of course, finally, she appears as a playable character in both Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I believe by some sort of thing, I don't remember what it was, not right away, you had to like buy her or something, like DLC or something, I guess. And she's playable from the start in the second one. She also appears in both Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and she is voiced by X-Men. She is voiced by Wolverine the X-Men's Jennifer Hale. Now, real quick, as I always love to do, I'm going to share all her character interactions. So, I don't know, I always like to do that. I find the character interactions very interesting. It's actually one of my favorite parts in this game. So we're going to let Virgil defeat Domaru, and we will go on to that one next.
You even trying? Be gone.
Power. I need more power.
Our next fight is against Chris Redfield, Virgil, and Rocket Raccoon.
Better leave while I can still keep Dark Phoenix at bay.
Give me a sit rep.
Alright, so anyway, the first thing we're going to talk about are special ones, are the little beginning things, as we just saw right there in the beginning. So against Wolverine, she says, I wish this wasn't you, Logan. Akuma, there is darkness in you, and I know darkness. Morgan, she says, are you sure you're not with the Hellfire Club? Chun-Li, you're about to deal with forces you can't possibly comprehend. Phoenix Wright, not even you can defend the actions of Dark Phoenix. Ghost Rider, part of me feels I deserve your punishment. Just part, though. And against Virgil, now you're really playing with fire, boy. Now, the next one we're going to be going over, as soon as I get to it, are the call names. Now, call names are, when they call, you know, out their partners. Sure. That's what it is. Trust me. I didn't explain it right, but anyway. So, it's only specific ones. I mean, sometimes she'll just, like, for instance, Akuma, she'll be like, Akuma! But anyway, when she calls out Wolverine, it says Logan. Well, she says Logan. X-23, she calls her Laura. Storm, it's Oro. Magneto's Eric. Captain America's Cap. And Phoenix Wright is Mr. Wright. And for victory pose quotes, let me find her real quick again. And by the way, remember when I said you'll find out when Virgil's the best character in the game? Yeah, here you go. And for, like I was saying, the victory pose quotes, Phoenix says, against Wolverine, two of us just weren't meant to be, Logan. Morgan, you remind me of Celine, maybe that's why I didn't take easy on you. We saw that earlier. Akuma, we're more alike than I'd like to admit. Chun-Li, I may not have wanted to hurt you, but I knew that I would. Ghost Rider, nothing can stop the power of Phoenix. Virgil, perhaps I'm not too busy. I'll take care of Mundus too. And Phoenix Wright, only one Phoenix was meant to prevail today. Oh. How amusing. Because they're both named Phoenix. Did you really think you could win? Perhaps your abilities revealed your... rivaled, excuse me, your stupidness. That's what it was supposed to say. And now we take on Galactus.
Power cosmic itself.
Better leave while I can still keep Dark Phoenix.
So next thing we're going to talk about is the aftermatch win quotes. Aftermatch win quotes. That's what I meant to say. I don't know what I said, but it wasn't right. And the aftermatch win quotes are the things that you saw right there, where Virgil basically just called Chris Redfield stupid. So against Wolverine, she says, if I started to lose control again, Logan, I want you to do what you do. Akuma, you barely even tapped into the vast powers that are inside you. Oh wait, where was I? That are inside you, and already they control you. Arthur, instead of fighting me, you should go rescue your princess. It's not polite to keep a lady waiting. Magneto, and to think we used to make such a big deal out of you. Phoenix, right? We're both called Phoenix, but I'm a destroyer of the world and you're a lawyer. I wonder which one of us is more hated. And Storm, now go Oro. None of you can help me anymore. Not even Charles. Charles being Charles Xavier. The next thing we're going to go over is the assist quotes. That's when they're calling out their partners for, you know, assisting them. Pretty simple and understandable, kind of self-explanatory. So when she's calling for help, she says, get the flock out. That was Rocket Raccoon. When she's calling for help, she says, got my back. And when her assist is finished, she says, good luck. next up is defeated quotes when, you know, basically what they say when they are defeated. So, light attack, she goes, Scott, and time over, she says, I will rise again. And when she's replacing a fallen ally, when, you know, say, like, Virgil is to die, when she comes out and helps them, when there's one ally remaining, she says, I'm here, and when there's no allies remaining, she says, you won't stop me. Also, same thing with Dark Phoenix. It says when one ally is remaining, she says, you're dead, and when there's no allies remaining, as Dark Phoenix, she says, I will destroy you. And hopefully I can get this in real quick. Her taunt is Phoenix. She says, as Phoenix, she says, piece of cakes and no worries here. And as Dark Phoenix, she says, Tiskus, how clumsily, and I am the Dark Phoenix.
Genie, you did it. You beat Galactus.
Yes and no. Yes, Galactus has been defeated. But I am not Genie. Which means your problems have just begun. Oh, a different ending from her last one. Kind of, it has the same idea, but it is different in the end parts, I guess. Different words. I mean, Wolverine speaks instead of Captain America and Ryu, I think it was in the last one. She does say a few different things, but like I said, basically the same concept. And before I actually end the video, I'm going to talk about Phoenix being the game. I didn't approve of Phoenix being the game. The fact because she's not really relevant, and it would have fit more in the 90s, but now it's just like, how many times has Jean Grey died? And she's back again. It's just, to me, it feels like she shouldn't have been in the game. But that's just me, I guess. Many people may feel different. But anyway, Nerds and Geeks, this is the end of this week's edition of Suprocker Saturday, where we play through as another Marvel vs. Capcom character. I do hope you have enjoyed it. Next week, of course, we'll take control of a Capcom character, and I look forward to that. If next week isn't WrestleMania, though, because if it's WrestleMania, then that's Suprocker Saturday. But either way, Nerds and Geeks, as I said, I do hope you have enjoyed. And if you have, please leave me a like and subscribe. And as always, I have been OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB, and I will see you next week when we continue on. So until then, have a great day, Nerds and Geeks.